Hey everyone, welcome to the Marilyn-Serrano podcast, your encouraging friend. Thanks so much for your valuable time. Let's grow, let's learn, let's become the best version of ourselves we can possibly be in our personal and professional life. Thanks again, and I hope you love the show. Hello everyone, welcome back to the show. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Some of you may have watched the eclipse on Monday, and I'm so sad that we couldn't see it 100% here in the Chicago suburbs, but it was still pretty cool. You know, I got to watch it with my little family, so that was a beautiful memory I will hold dear to my heart. I hope you all enjoyed it. Now today, I want to talk to you about dreams, specifically your dreams. That dream you are embarrassed to share. That dream that you think about day and night. The one you think is too late to chase. The one you feel is so far away. Oscar, the kids, and I were watching TV a few weeks ago in our living room. And yes, of course, Henry was there too. For those of you who don't know, little Mr. Henry, aka Mr. Hendrickson, we have like a million nicknames for him. He is our little furry son. He is the cutest thing ever. So anyway, we were in the living room and Oscar suggests, how would you guys like to watch an inspirational movie? Let's do it, I said. He knows I love inspirational movies. I love seeing people win. I love seeing people overcome obstacles, fight for what they believe in, stick to their convictions, and make their dreams come true. I love that. The movie is called A Million Miles Away, he said. Now, I'm not going to tell you the whole story because I would love for you guys to watch it on your own. But spoiler alert, Jose dreamed of becoming an astronaut for NASA since he was a little boy. His family were migrants working in fields, and he didn't have much growing up. All he had was a dream. So there's a particular scene in the movie where Jose was already married to his wife. "What's this?" she asks him, holding multiple letters in her hand. She knew his dream was to become an astronaut. He had shared this before with her when they were dating. "What is this, Jose?" You see, Jose had been applying at NASA for many years without her knowing, and for many years he had been getting rejected. These were the letters she was holding in her hands. He was embarrassed to tell her his dream is still in his heart. It's always on his mind. This is the part that really got to me. Listen carefully, you guys. His wife asks him, "Jose, what do other people have that you don't?" Oh man, what a line! What do other people have that you don't? You see, I feel so passionate about this because I have seen and talked to so many people who believe it's too late, who believe who they are now is who they will always be, who believe that other people are so much better than them, who think they don't have what it takes. So they choose to remain where they are. And this makes me so mad and so sad because I see so much potential in people. I see their strengths, their talents, their skills. I see their capabilities, and my biggest wish is for them to be able to see it too. I don't believe the good life is reserved for only a select few. I don't believe only a few people can have it all, see it all, do it all. And I don't believe wanting more for your life is being ungrateful. I believe we are all capable of obtaining, of living, and experiencing a fulfilled life. And I feel so sad because you are not meant to live life this way. You have gifts, talents, and most of all, there's nobody else out there like you. You are meant to soar. I believe you, the person hearing this, are capable of so much more. But like anything worthwhile, this comes with a price tag. And I believe the biggest price tag you have to pay is to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. And here's what I mean. Jim Rohn used to say, if you work hard on your job, you can make a living, which is fine. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune, which is very fine. He's not only talking about money. He's talking about being wealthy in spirit, in happiness, in friendships, in love, in all life has to offer. That is what fortune looks like. Everything comes together so that you can do more, be more, and give more. Working hard on yourself is an inside job. It's the work you do to protect your thoughts, to shape your thinking, and to protect your values and change the beliefs others have placed in your mind. Some people mean so well, but unfortunately, their beliefs are tied to fear, scarcity, and negativity. And you can't blame them. You know why? Because everyone grows up differently, in different environments, with different people. Now, this is not an excuse to not do better. We can all do better. In fact, some people, they have it good, and yet they have trouble. And others have it bad, and yet find a way to fight through it all. Two examples are entrepreneur, speaker, and author Ed Milet, who grew up with an alcoholic father. Author, speaker, philanthropist Tony Robbins grew up in a chaotic and abusive environment. And a big example for me are my parents. I grew up in a loving home, but there was a time when things didn't go so well. My parents struggled so much, and finally, they were able to do all they wanted because they worked so hard for it until they hit rock bottom again and had to pick themselves back up. But that's the game of life, you guys. We're all over the place. Not one person has it all figured out. Attitude is another one. How you choose to view things. How you choose to react to things. John Maxwell says, and yes, you guys are going to hear lots and lots and lots about John Maxwell in this podcast. He is someone I really look up to. He says, the more I know I don't know. There's so much more to learn out there, you guys. It's not easy work. It's actually very hard to control your anger, to be a little more patient, to be more empathetic and understanding towards other people who may have had a difficult life that you just don't happen to know about, to believe the best in others. Imagine if life was easy. How boring would that be? To not be challenged and to be given everything without any work. Now, in Jose's case, he had the right mindset, but he still had to do work physically and mentally, because when you are out in space, it's a totally different world. But he did it. He worked for it, and he did what had to be done. There is a Bible verse that says, "Be faithful with a few, and then you will be given more." If we're not faithful with the little things that we have in front of us, how can we expect to be given more? It starts with where we are now, even if we're not where we want to be. Now ask yourself, what do other people have that you don't? How can you work harder on yourself than you do on your job? What can you do for you to become the type of person that fights for what they want in life? Where can you improve? What needs to be done? Think about it. Work on it. And I can guarantee you that life can only get better. Hey guys, thanks so much for being with me here today. I hope to see you next week for another episode of Your Encouraging Friend podcast. Please be sure to follow the show and share this message with a friend so they can be encouraged too.